Good morning and welcome to a great day. It's the Feast of the Transfiguration, and we're redoing a video so that the sermon comes through loud and clear for you. Good morning, it's Father Brooks Keith, and welcome on this Sunday, August the 2nd, for a wonderful service. We had a great service down by the river, the Eagle River in Eagle, and so we welcome you here this morning. The reading for the Feast Day of the Transfiguration is from Matthew chapter 17. After 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter, James, and John, the brother of James, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. There he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun. His clothes became as white as the light. Just then there appeared before them Moses and Elijah talking with Jesus. Peter said to Jesus, "Lord, it's good for us to be here. If you wish, I will put up 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." While Peter was still speaking, a bright cloud covered them, and a voice from the cloud said, "This is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. Listen to him." When the disciples heard this, they fell face down to the ground, utterly terrified. But Jesus came and touched them. "Get up," he said. "Don't be afraid." When they looked up, they saw no one except Jesus. We have a particular honor because in our church, named after this story, the Feast of the Transfiguration, Jesus on the mountaintop, he's been hanging around Galilee, very popular. People are coming in throngs to hear him teach, to watch him heal people, to perform tremendous miracles, to feed large groups of people. And he takes a break with his best friends, and he goes up a mountaintop. And they're looking forward to spending the night, having some personal time with their teacher and their friend. And this is why our church was named 46 years ago, Transfiguration, because the people that founded our church wanted to be on the mountaintop and be with Jesus and listen to him. And so not once but twice do we have this reading in our liturgical year. We're the only church I've ever served that has to hear our own reading twice. It seems like there's something we need to be able to hear. And in Matthew's rendition, especially for this time, there is a message, I believe, that I'm hearing and I would like to share with you. The unique portion of this gospel talks about what Jesus says to the disciples after they hear this tremendous voice, after this amazing experience. Transfigured, to be transformed is the Old English word. Jesus is luminescent, he's radiant, not from the outside in, but from the inside out. Very rare phenomenon in human history. They hear the voice of God speak, and God says, "Listen to everything my Son says." And in that moment, Matthew says Jesus very tenderly reaches down, he touches them, and he says 2 things to them, and he says 2 things to you. The first thing he says is, "Get up. Get up. You don't look so well, splayed out on the ground, face plant." And church, I want to tell you this morning, on our anniversary, get up. This is a time to get up. This is a time to stand up. This is a time to stand tall. I am noticing that many people are starting to fall down. Many people are starting to stumble. Many people are starting to turtle. Many people are starting to disappear. We're realizing that this is not a week's or even months chapter in our story. We're realizing that we might be in the 2nd or 3rd inning of a longer ball game than we thought. I can only imagine, and I know for myself, when I fall down, it doesn't look pretty. Jesus has to reach out to me and lift me up. There have been several moments this summer where this has been the case, and I have felt the warm embrace of our Lord. And so I come to you this morning and I say, church, get up, get out. No pity parties here. We don't have time for them. This community needs a church that is engaged and involved. We need a church of extraordinarily robust individuals, women and men, working together in unison and in harmony. Get up. Now is a great time to hear the voice of Jesus on the mountaintop. Please get up. Please be around. Please, as it is safe, to reach out. You don't have to go out to reach out. But it's time to get up. The second thing that Jesus says, of course, which he said several times to his disciples, every time something miraculous or supernatural happens they don't expect, don't be afraid. We've talked about this before. Our Eagle Valley Behavioral Health tells us that all the metrics for mental and behavioral health are starting to go sideways and in the ditch. And I know, because I listen to you, that we are experiencing anxiety. We are experiencing frustration. Some of us are experiencing depression, chaos, confusion. Some of us, all of us, are not at the top of our game. I'm certainly not. Perhaps you aren't either. But Jesus says, in the midst of that, don't be afraid. It's interesting, as I read the story, I realize that the disciples didn't know what was about to happen next, and neither do we. They didn't know that he was going to take them down from that mountain. They couldn't stay up there. Peter wanted to build a gated community. We'll get into that later for real estate. And stay up there and just hang out with God. And he didn't know that Jesus was going to leave that mountain. They were going to leave Galilee. They're going to go into the valley. They were going to go to Jerusalem. They were going to confront the religious authorities on the doorstep of the temple. They didn't know what was going to happen. Jesus did not say, get up so it'll all be the way it was. Jesus didn't say, don't be afraid because you're going to get back to everything that you loved before. It's not what he said. Get up. Don't be afraid. And before, he says, follow me. That's what we're supposed to do today. And so, church, I come to you with a great deal of love, gratefulness, humbleness, to share with you the words of our Lord today. Get up. Don't be afraid. Let's follow Jesus together, day by day, as we walk through this time. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our whole staff is here to serve you, to support you. I tell you, every time we do these videos, I want to hear from you. Blow my cell phone up. Blow our cell phones up of any of our staff. Text, call, email us. If you've not reached out for a while, please do us a favor. Reach out today. Let us hear from you. Let us know how we can help. Happy Feast of the Transfiguration. May God bless you and your family wherever you're watching this. And I look forward to us being together again in person as we're having services on Wednesdays, out of doors, next Sunday indoors. Check our website, it's all there. And hearing from you soon. God bless. We love you.